Kit Kats can read.
Hello guys, it's Katie. Welcome to another weekly vlog where I vlog for you guys as much as I possibly can about things that happen in my life. For those of you that are interested behind the camera, other things than reading. I do a reading vlog that is for the month because I don't really vlog a lot with reading. I try to vlog near enough every day as much as possible. I'd like to say every day, but it's quite impossible sometimes, just with work and things and just being tired or not being well and so on and so forth. So today I worked a shift of 7 to 2. Yesterday I also worked all day, which is why I didn't vlog and then the vlog yesterday. But to be honest, yesterday, like I say, I worked and then I came home, I showered, I went to bed. Like, that is literally all I did yesterday. And then today I worked a 7 to 2 shift, which actually went pretty good. And I've been walking to work again. I started walking again on Sunday, literally yesterday, and it went really good. So I actually walked to work and then I walked home, and then today I walked to work and walked home. I'm trying to save fuel because of bills, and obviously the less that I drive, the more fuel that I save. So yeah, and it's only a 10-minute walk for me, and I set my alarm just to get up a little bit earlier so that I can actually leave on time. So it's been really good. I've been able to leave at 22, so I arrive roughly about 10 to, and then by the time I actually put my tunic on and get my bits in, it's 5 to, and that's perfect time to grab the work phone and settle down for the morning handover at work. So yeah, I've been doing that. Like I say, shift went pretty well. Very laid back, not really stressful, easy going, and it went quite fast. I came home and then I filmed and uploaded my wrap up and TBR for the week, and then I scheduled a video which I edited Saturday because I spent a day of editing quite a fair few videos, and I've just scheduled one to go up tomorrow whilst I'm at work, so I'm feeling a bit more organised. So today was the wrap up and TBR video. Tomorrow is going to be my monthly wrap up for April that's going to go up, which I felt really good for. Felt very, very successful reading month. And yeah, and then the day after that, on actual Wednesday when I'm off work, I will upload my TBR onto YouTube for the month. So it's all going really well so far. So after I did those videos, I then went and got myself some lunch. So I got myself egg mayonnaise sandwich with tomato. I had some Monster Munch like crisps. I had a chocolate bar. I had a banana and I had a cup of tea. That was my lunch. And then I sat down here and I started reading for a little bit, and then I got really tired and I had a nap for about just over half an hour, I think it was. And I woke up and I was like, whoa, I must have been tired. I'm still quite tired now. Probably as a mixture of the fact that I worked yesterday and also worked today. It's the early morning sort of thing. And also a mixture, I suppose, in a way, stress. I am quite stressed at the moment. I think everyone is, just because of everything that's going on. It is a stressful time. So I think I'm getting stressed about everything. I'm stressed about money. I'm stressed about my job. I'm stressed about the hours at my job. I am stressed about how many books I have. That I know is my fault. I'm stressed about the fact that I might have to move home to my nan's, but I need to spend a day on one of my days off where I actually physically look through all of my storage and at how much stuff I actually have and things like that, of like just what I've got and how much I'd have to move and that sort of stuff, because little bits I could easily move, but it's what I worry about is things like furniture. So maybe when like this lockdown is lifted, which there's a rumour that it could be lifted probably the 1st of June. So if that is the case, and if I can withstand all of this, I might be able to hire a storage unit or something and then go home and live with my nan. My nan, she isn't, I suppose, well herself. Like, she's quite depressed. I mean, she's lucky that she's got my aunt, but I think if she wasn't with my aunt, my nan would just have gone down in a dark, dark place, because she hates living on her own. She hates all the issues that are going on there. And I did suggest to her, I said, what if I move back? even if it's for a few months until I ever move again. But I would like to save up enough. I'd like to, I want to be able to save. I love living in my own place, but I also would like to be able to be there for my nan as well. And I feel like I'm not there for her enough. Obviously, definitely not at the moment, but I just feel like I could be there for her a bit more. Where I'm working, don't really have a lot of time to be there for her. When everything just goes back to normal, and I know she likes looking after me, and I know she'll cook me proper meals and everything, and yada yada yada. So yeah, I was also thinking I need to go obviously shopping at some point this week, and I'm thinking of going possibly Friday, because I went Friday last week, and I shouldn't really need a lot of stuff. Only the things that really go off during the week. I'll need like another milk, just to replace the milk that I'll be using, and just anything like, I think bread I'll just need. But I've been pretty good with everything else because I've got loads of things like soups. I've got some pot noodles, I've got some super noodles, I've still got some meals in my freezer, so I probably actually won't need to buy anything like meals this week. And I'm also working the weekend, so it's all of that. Just trying to, like I say, I am getting stressed about these things, but can't really do much about it, to be honest. On Wednesday, in the afternoon, I think it's about 3:30, I'm going to have a phone call with iTalk. It was meant to be a face-to-face appointment in person, but obviously due to this isolation and everything, it's going to be a phone call. He did say it could be a video call, and I was like, you know what, a phone call is perfectly fine. Phone call appointment as more of an update with my OCD and how it's going and all that. So they sent me an online web form, I think yesterday. I filled it in today when I was on my break, and there were some questions that are related to anxiety and depression, and then there was a section about OCD, and I probably did answer a lot of, like, because the answers go like sort of like frequently, like every other day or every day, or with OCD it's like extremely to a little to like moderately to, I think, there's like 4 options. There's like not at all, a little, moderately, something else, and then extreme, or maybe it's moderately and then extremely or something like that, and I must have answered moderately and extremely for quite a lot of them. So, and obviously I suppose I've got to take into account this isolation, the fact that that could have implemented my increase of OCD and anxiety at this present time. So yeah, and I must admit, my mental health hasn't been great during this isolation. It really has been kicked in the nuts and just thrown to the ground. I've done my best of what I possibly can do, but sometimes it almost feels like it's not enough. But there's just things that are going on that just stress me out, and it's just like, I don't know if I can deal with that. It's just like, so yeah, it's things like that. But yeah, anyway, I'm trying to think of like what I'm going to do for the rest of the day, because I'm tired, and there's only a few hours really left of the day left before I will go to bed, because I'm working again all day tomorrow. So I might, whilst the daylight is here, just do as much reading as I can, and I'll just see how I go from there, because I have been reading my current book, City of Lost Souls, and I've got less than 100 pages left of it now. So I have been reading that, and I started reading it again when I was back at home, and that was just before I fell asleep. So I just made myself a cup of tea, and I think I'm just gonna lay down, chill out, and give this a read, see how I feel after that, and then I could either have an early night or I could watch a bit of Netflix. I'm just gonna see how I feel. I would like to game, but I don't think I'm, I suppose, in the mood to game, because I've been at work. I think it's just why it is, and because there's a lot going on my mind. I just normally gaming does take my mind off of things, but I think my head is just more in the range of just reading, which is good, obviously. So yeah, that's just probably what's going to happen for the rest of today. I will try to vlog for you guys tomorrow. It's most likely going to be either the evening if I do. If not, I'll vlog for you Wednesday morning for you, just to update you. Not a lot is going to happen because I'm working all day, 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. So it's just going to be work sort of thing. So there probably won't even be a lot to say, but it'll just be me updating you on what's happened for today, and just as an update for up to then, like if there's anything going on in my mind, anything that's happened. So yeah, that's it really. I'm gonna head off now, and hopefully I'll speak to you guys very, very soon. Wednesday, and I'm here to update you on everything. So I worked all day yesterday, and yeah, the shift I suppose was a bit of a mix, really, a little bit stressful. I suppose it didn't help, it was like the third working day in a row, so I was just feeling a bit like, oh my god, very, very knackered. So I was very stressed, and yeah, so I came home and then I had a shower, and then near enough kind of like went to bed. But if I'm honest, I haven't really slept a lot. I have had probably about 4 hours sleep in total. I'm really, really feeling it. I'm generally exhausted anyway, but I'm just really, really feeling the exhaustion today, and I'm so like unmotivated. I'm feeling really depressed today, if I'm honest. And there are reasons behind those, but I'm not going to go into detail with those. I was kept awake all night and early morning, and I'm just stressed and depressed. And what doesn't help is I've got a iTalk phone appointment later this afternoon, roughly around 3:30 p.m, talking about my OCD, anxiety and depression. And I don't think it's going to go well, because I will have to admit that I have been having a couple of thoughts where I just wish I didn't exist. The virus situation doesn't help, but there are just other counters as well. Sometimes I just think, like, if I wasn't here, things would go away, things would be sorted, I wouldn't have any issues, I wouldn't be feeling the pain and the stress and everything, and I wouldn't have to worry about things like money or stressful times like that. So yeah, I don't know how that's going to go. That's one thing I need to do. I need to go down into town later tonight. I'm trying to pick a time of day where it's going to be like less busy. At the moment it's probably going to be busy because it's like lunchtime and the weather's really nice, so I'm just sort of thinking maybe if I pop down tonight, because the pharmacy is open like quite late. So if I like pop down, like walk down and pick up my antibiotics, probably around like maybe 8 p.m, because I think they open until 10 p.m. I'll double check though, but I'll try and go like as late as I can, just to avoid as many people as possible. Obviously, because like the less people you avoid, the less likely you'll catch things. So yeah, so I'm thinking like of like going down and getting it later. And then at some point today I need to clean the hamster, and I need to also hoover, and then before I go to bed I need to put the bins out. So it's Wednesday, is a housebreaking day. I did my laundry last night. I had to do 2 loads because I had so much. Because I hadn't done any washing all week, so I just let it all build up, and then I just done it all together, which is kind of easier because it all fits on the rack together. It's just a nice full load on the rack. So yeah, that'll be dry by the weekend, pretty much. Like, as long as the weather stays pretty good and it isn't too cold and all that. And then my uniform, it dries really quickly. My uniform literally dries within like a couple of days. Especially like my white trousers as well, because of the material that they are. So I did my laundry yesterday. So today is I suppose in a way, cleaning day, cleaning the hamster, hoovering the floor, and I cleaned out my hoover last week because it was making a funny noise and it was like really full up, and I hope that I kind of fixed it. Yeah, there was a sort of like blockage, and yeah. So yeah, that's really like the general of today and just what happened last night / this morning. I've already updated my diary, so I feel really good because I haven't written in that for like 16 days. I kept on holding off, mostly because I wasn't feeling great and I was like, don't really want to like write my diary, but I was just like, today I was just like, I need to update my diary and get everything off of my chest. So yeah, and then I remember crashing at some point this morning. I was crashing. I probably crashed around 4 a.m. and I just remember waking up probably about 3 hours later. I don't know. Yeah. Or maybe I crashed I don't know. I crashed at some point early in the morning. I really don't remember. I just remember coming over very dizzy. Like, I really, really needed sleep. I was so dizzy. My head was spinning. My eyes were like spinning in my head, sort of situation. And I just collapsed. I literally collapsed. And then I just waited a few hours later. Just like, whoa. I was just like, And then I was stressed again. Yeah, things aren't good. Things aren't good in the Katie hood lately. I don't know how they're gonna go. That's all I can say. I can't really say too much on it because it is the way it is. And I can't really, I don't really want to, and yeah, it's just a stressful situation that I'm in. A little bit of a predicament and don't really know what to do, and yeah, I don't know. I'm sort of like giving myself a week of sort of like space away from everything. I've like deactivated my Facebook. I have turned my online statuses and active statuses to offline because I just don't want to be around people. I don't want to be talking to anybody, and I don't know if anybody else gets like that, but if anyone does, I hope you maybe understand all that. But yeah, I can't. The trouble is, because of what's going on, I can't exactly turn my phone off. Otherwise I could just do that. I could just turn my phone off for the whole day. But because of this virus, like, my nan might need me. Someone might need me in my family. My brother's because my brother's autistic, he's got some issues at the moment. So yeah, I just worry that if I turn my phone off, then something will happen, and if I miss it, I'll just end up blaming myself for the rest of my life. So I just keep my phone on, and whatever happens. So yeah, so that's what's going on. That's been going on in my mind. I'm just very like I say, stressed and depressed. Yeah, the phone call's at 3:30. It's lunchtime, but I don't have an appetite. I forced down some cereal about 3 hours ago. I just finished it off. I just drank a bit of milk. Yeah, I'm trying to like plan my days off. I'm off like today, tomorrow and Friday, and I'm sort of thinking if I keep Friday as my shopping day, because I shopped Friday last week, so I might keep Friday the same this week. And then what I do is like I'll get my nan's mail, and then I go shopping, and then I will take my stuff home. I was thinking of like washing my car whilst I was at my nan's as well. So what I was thinking of doing is like putting my shopping in my nan's house, even if I put them in her fridge, sort of thing, just while I do my car, because my car is in desperate need of clean. So I was thinking of doing that on Friday and just doing that as an altogether. And then I was thinking of using my tomorrow as to do my hair blue. I don't need to go to the pet store yet. I'm not desperate to get Cookie anything because I have been using alternatives. Luckily a colleague of mine at work, because I think she's got like some sort of like farm with horses and that, she's been given some of her hay from her horses, and she's so sweet. She's like, let me know if you need any more sawdust and hay. She gave me a couple of little bags probably 3 weeks ago, and I'm still using them, and I just said, yeah, I'll let you know, and thank you so much for helping out during these times. So yeah, so she's been really helpful with that. And I've still got some hamster food, like actual normal hamster food, and I've just still been giving him like lettuce leaves and little baby corns he absolutely loves, and mixed nuts I got last week, and he really enjoyed them. So I was using those as his like weekly thing because they should last him the week really. Yeah, just things like that. So yeah, like I say, stressful times. I shouldn't really need a lot of shopping on Friday. When I go, I just need to get probably the bare essentials. I definitely will need milk. I will need some juice because I've been having some orange juice this week. And yeah, I just kind of got to think of like how many days I'm working next week and like how many days off I'll have and what I need. I've still got meals in my place. I've just got to work out daily like what meals I'll have. So like today I got this mini pizza out of my freezer like a few days ago. So I was thinking, because I bought some mushrooms last week, I was thinking of like using the mushrooms like with the pizza. And I got some cheese as well, so to give it like extra cheese. So cheese, mushrooms, and I've also got some ham, so I was thinking of putting the ham on the pizza as well. So it's kind of like building my own pizza. And I've got some tomatoes, so I'll put a couple of tomato slices on it, just sort of like building and making my own pizza. And then I could just sort of like have that with some chips. So yeah, I was just thinking up some meals to sort of use the resources that I got. But yeah, I've still got loads of meals, definitely enough for a week or two. So yeah, I'm fine for things like that. I just need to use the things that are in my shelves and my freezer, my fridge. I just need to use all of that first, like my cupboards and all that. So yeah, anyway, so I'm gonna head off now because I'm nearly finished my book and I would like to get that finished. And yeah, it's another book out of the way, so at least that will be something that will boost my spirits because I just haven't been feeling great today. Yeah, and then I'll post a video on my laptop. And yeah, I will speak to you guys hopefully soon, and hopefully I'll be feeling a lot better the next time I speak to you.
Hello, it's Thursday and it's hair day, just like I said. As you can see, bleaching it, the green is coming out a lot lighter and the roots are coming out nice and blonde. I've not long just put it on, so it's really good. So yeah, I used a double pack this time, so hopefully it will bleach a lot more to get it ready for the blue. I've done quite a lot of tidying today. I just sort of like tidied under my bed, had a sort through my DVDs. I tidied my bedside cabinet, I tidied my desk in my room, I tidied under the coffee table, I tidied the little sort of chest casing that's in the bathroom. Yeah, and I had a little hoover under my bed because I was able to get to it. And yeah, I managed to recycle some things that can be recycled. I managed to put a couple of things in the charity bag, and I managed to throw quite a lot of things away. So yeah, I feel good that I've managed to do that. So I had a little cull of some things. Got to see like what things I have as well. Obviously, at some point I'll probably be eventually moving again, whether that's this year, whether that's next year, not really sure yet. So just sort of having a cull of my stuff to just see what stuff that I have. I also had to look in my ottomans. 2 that are by the TV are full of like my gaming ones. The one that's next to me is full of like storage things, like bubble wrap, or it can be like wrapping paper, that sort of thing. And the one that's over there only has like a couple of things in, so that's near enough empty. And the one that is on the opposite side, that didn't have anything in it, and I couldn't think of anything to store in there. because everything is out that I'm sort of like using, so there's nothing that I could think of that I was like, hey, I'll store that in there. So I just put like a bag in there for now, like an excess tote bag that I can use. I put my dry clothes away, and yeah, so I've had a good tidy. I've not long had lunch as well. Just before I did my hair, I had a cheese salad sandwich. I was gonna have ham, but the ham unfortunately gone off. It didn't taste right. I had a little taste of it and I was like, ugh. So yeah, so I threw that away and had cheese one, and I watched a couple of booktube videos of people's TBRs for this month, and I haven't done any reading today yet. I'm going to do a little bit of reading whilst my hair's been done. And what I can do is, like, when I do exactly what I did last time, when my hair had finished bleaching, I jumped in the shower and I also had a quick wash as well. So yeah, so I'll get a couple of clothes to sort of wear after my hair's done, and yeah, and then I can like blow dry my hair, and then when that's dry I get on with bluing. So yeah, so bleaching and bluing is the main agenda for today. As I was tidying, I found some things again. When things are like put in drawers that aren't out, I forget about them. So things like lists, I found some sort of lists like animes to watch or like books to read, or you know, genre lists. I'm just like, oh my goodness, completely forgot about these. So I've put them in a more like obvious place. Yeah, it feels good to have a good tidy. I feel good that I sorted my books the other day as well by putting them out of the crate into the bookcase and putting the top shelf onto the actual TBR cart, because they are TBR books for the year. So I thought, well, it's logical to put on the TBR cart the TBR for the year and the unwrapped books as well. So yeah, it looks a lot tidier over there now. I'm feeling less anxious about it. I had my iTalk phone call yesterday. I always get very emotional with my phone calls. I cried. I always pour my heart and my soul out, because really we're just trying to find out why I am the way I am, why I am so anxious, how far back did it all start, and things like that. So it was only a catch-up appointment, but I got asked a couple of questions, just sort of like, how does this make you feel? How are you feeling in the moment? And that sort of thing. And I just sort of like, I got really emotional, and I was just like, oh my God. Next week, because it's going to be a weekly thing, so next Wednesday, it is going to be a video conference. So it's going to be a one-to-one for 1 hour over a webcam. I have no idea how it's going to go. So it's going to be done on my laptop. I am very scared. I don't think I've had a video call on my laptop yet, and I've had this laptop for probably over a year now. So I don't really know how it's going to go. And also, he'll be able to see me getting upset. He'll be able to see me, and especially because next week's session is going to be like raw and realistic, and where we're really going to get into the deep and the roots. And I'm like, oh my God, I hope he's ready for me to bawl my eyes out, because I know that I'm going to, but he's got to prepare for it too. So my God, I hope he's ready for that. But you know, I felt better after my iTalk. I felt better, like I felt more positive. I felt like maybe I have found something about myself that is an issue, and I don't mind telling you, but basically we sort of really kind of felt that I do have a really low self-esteem, and that is one of my issues, and confidence is obviously a part of it too. And I like admitted to him, I was like, I've always had lack of confidence in like everything. Like whenever something goes wrong, I will always blame myself. If I ever have an argument, I will always be the one that says sorry first. I'm not stubborn. I wish I was. I just hate confrontation. I hate arguments. And so I'm just like, you know what? I'm sorry. Let's just move on, sort of thing. And I end up blaming myself. I sit down and I'm just like, is it me? Am I the issue? Maybe it'd be better if I wasn't a part of it all. Like, maybe I would be better off, or, I sort of be like, oh, maybe you're better off without me. Like, maybe I'm better off single, sort of thing. Or like, maybe I'll be better off all on my own with nobody to help me, because that way I won't hurt people, that way they won't hurt me. Feelings won't get attacked. I'll just get on with my life, go to work, come home, I just won't have any emotions, sort of thing, emotional attachments. So yeah, I've always been like that. And so really need to sort of have a look now to see, do I need to work more on my self-esteem side of anxiety, or do I need to work more so on my OCD side, because I do have OCD. And now the more I think about it, because he was asking me yesterday, he was like, what do you think is more worse? And I said, well, out of self-esteem and out of anxiety, out of OCD, I say anxiety is the worst. And he was just like, well, actually, self-esteem is part of anxiety. And he sent me 2 worksheets, so I need to have a look at those. They're kind of like my little homework before next week. And I need to look at them and have a read, and whichever one reaches out to me more is the one that we're going to work on. But even thinking about it now, I'm sort of thinking maybe the self-esteem one would be a really good thing to work on, like confidence. And that way, hopefully, I just won't end up blaming myself. That I would just be an adult and move on, and things like that. Like, I just need to really, really sort of like work on things like that. So I need to really sort of think about that and go from there. And so it did boost my mood in a weird way. Like, just talking about it all with a professional therapist that doesn't know me personally, it felt good to get off my chest about like how I didn't talk about like everything, but I spoke about like a most anxious event that happened, and just how it made me feel, how I felt, and how it was resolved, and things like that. And yeah, so it felt good to talk about that. So yeah, that happened yesterday. And then I cleaned Cookie, I hoovered the flat, and then I walked to go collect my antibiotics, so I collect those. Then I came back, and then I got some dinner. I basically had this really cheap, small pizza, just cheese and tomato, and I got some slices of cheese. I got a tomato, and then I got some of that ham, which was okay yesterday, and I had some mushrooms. So I chopped up the mushrooms, I chopped everything else, put it on the pizza, I put some chips in, and then with the rest of the mushrooms and the rest of like the end of the tomato, I put some oil in a small little frying pan, and I put some garlic granules, and I mixed that in the oil, and then I put the mushrooms and the tomatoes in, and I fried it for about 10 minutes, just turning it with this oil and garlic granules. And they tasted so good. They were like garlic mushrooms. They were like garlic sauteed mushrooms in the end, and it was so good. So I made a little side salad, and I added the mushrooms and a little bit of tomato with it, and the chips and the pizza. I folded the pizza over in the end because it was quite thick, so I folded it over and made it like a calzone, and then I put some herbs on it, and then I took a picture. And it looks pretty good, and it tasted really nice. So I had that, and then I watched an episode of The Chilling Adventures of Sabrina. I am on part 3, basically like season 3. And I'm only a few episodes in, but I'm really enjoying it so far. So I'm trying to like watch maybe an episode of that a day. And yeah, I'm trying to think like what I did after that really. It sort of was getting a little bit later, and I don't think I ended up doing much after that. I think it was getting towards, I think it was like 8:30, and I was like, you know what, it's getting darker, I'm really tired, I only had 4 hours sleep, so I was like, I'm gonna settle down in my bedroom. So I did, and I put everything in there, and I sort of kind of like procrastinated, and then eventually I fell asleep probably about 10 o'clock, and yeah, and then I woke up really early today. I woke up, I will like to say near 8 a.m, and then I got out of bed, and then I started tidying. So yeah, that's what happened yesterday. And today so far, like I say, I've been tidying I've had the lunch and I've been doing my hair. So that's all that's happened so far today. So my plan for the rest of the day is I'm doing my hair, obviously. That was the main agenda for today. That is what I was going to do. So in a minute, it will be ready to wash out this bleach. And I'll jump in the shower. I'll have a quick wash as well because, you know, I need to shower. And then I'll dry my hair. And then I'll do the bluing stage. And then I'll sit around, let it develop, then I'll wash it out. Then I'll blow dry it, put on a bit of makeup, take some pictures, you know, the shabazz. And then I'm trying to think of, like, by that time it's probably going to be dinner time. And I'm planning on having my jacket potato. So I'm thinking of having my jacket potato and probably a little bit of salad. I'm thinking of maybe having like tuna mayonnaise with it, like jacket with tuna mayonnaise, because I've got some tins of tuna and maybe a bit of sweet corn, so maybe jacket, tuna, sweet corn, with a little bit of salad. Done. Really not that complicated. But I'm not massively hungry, like I say, because I had a late lunch, so dinner won't be until probably, you know, 5 hours from lunch, so probably like 4 hours now. But I'll do it when I'm hungry, sort of thing. Like I said, I'm not massively hungry, like the hair is the main priority. So yeah, so I'll do all that. In between, I will do a bit of reading because I haven't read anything today, and I'll probably try and read something this evening. I've only really got like the rest of today and tomorrow, and then I'm back at work at the weekend. So I'm trying to like be really easygoing as well, just sort of like relaxed. So yeah, that's all really. So I've done a mixture of all sorts today, but it'll be good at some point to actually finally settle down and do some reading. I have put on my list for me to also game today, but I don't know if I'm going to actually have time to. I might try and set myself like an hour. I haven't played in probably over a week, so I might like jump on the PS4 and just sort of like have a look at the Final Fantasy VII Remake, because I did complete it, but I've got hard mode on FF7 Remake to have a look at, and I am intrigued by it, so I might give it a go. Little whiz, who knows. So with that, I'm gonna head off so that I can wash this bleach out. It looks really blue, this bleach. Why is it looking so blue? But as you can see, it's like the hair's really bleached, like it's blonde already, so hopefully this time, fingers crossed, it's going to be nice and blue. So yeah, so I'll head off now, wash it out, do the blue. I'll try and vlog for you guys later, if not then tomorrow, about how my hair looks and all that, and what I managed to get up to and all that sort of stuff. So I will speak to you guys very, very soon. Okay people, part 1 is done. Bleach is out and washed, and it's so much more blonder than it was last time, so just goes to show it was really good to use a couple of packs. As you can see, I'm near enough blonde actually, so even the colouring has gone a lot lighter and more blonde, and definitely the roots more blonde. There's a slight tint of the green because the turquoise that went in, as you can see, there's a slight tint of that still because that was just some colour. And yeah, so it's really good. You'll be able to see some green in the roots, and yeah, some of the roots have gone blonde, so it's gone a lot better this time bleaching wise. So I'm hoping because it's gone better bleaching wise that it will go a lot better blue wise. So yeah, and blonde though, I actually kind of like it in a weird way. I look like some sort of Swedish nightingale or some sort of German, I don't know, some sort of, I don't know, you know what I mean? I seem like I'm, hey babe, wanna come to my boudoir? I don't know, just, yeah, I quite like it. Yeah, the blonde, it's really blonde, so it's really good, really good result. Really happy that it's all turned out well. I was very conscious because some of the hair like wasn't getting the bleach in it, and I was just like, oh my god, please, just all of it, please bleach. So there's some little bits of hair at the back that
are just a tint of, I suppose, a peachy colour. Got most blonde, a little bit of green. But yeah, so totally ready to go blue now. My friends, here is the result. I'm so happy. It came out really blue. I'm really happy. Oh, it's probably the best my hair has ever been. I mean, it's a lot longer than it was like blue wise, because when I had shorter hair it was a lot easier because it was really short. It was like shave one side and then whatever. But this is the bluest it's ever been with longer hair, and I'm very happy. So yeah, this is the result. And I'm really happy. I'm blue again. I love being blue. Blue's fun. Blue's awesome. It's bright. It's my favorite color. I love it.